If you're having problems with leg circulation, swelling, and blood flow, you are not alone.
In this video, we're going to give you some excellent options, ways you can treat this simply lying down.
Exercising your legs, a contraction of the muscles, is an excellent way to get more blood flow and circulation in your legs. However, we understand many people have limitations or are compromised and are unable to exercise on a regular basis.
So we're going to give you 3 options that require no exercise or little exercise, and you can do them laying down, and some of them are even high-tech options.
That's right. For example, what we are wearing on our legs right now, people may have seen these. We're going to tell you what you need to know before you would actually consider purchasing these and find out if they work for you or not.
I feel like a kid in a snowsuit. So the simplest method you can do to help with circulation and is free is to simply lie down on your back and elevate your legs above your heart. To do this, you will need some pillows. Brad is nice enough to place them underneath my legs here. And we are up, we're above my heart level, you can see here. If this works for you and is beneficial, you can start with this. However, it gets uncomfortable and you need a lot of pillows after a while. So sometimes something like a leg wedge could be a good option. Brad actually has one of these at home he likes all the time. And you simply place that there. Instead, you can just find these on Amazon. They're relatively inexpensive. Now, once you're here, some exercises you can do to help with circulation. We're going to start distally, so meaning at our feet here, simply do some ankle pumps. You can do 10 to 15 repetitions, 30, whatever feels good for you. Then we're going to work on the knees, so we're just going to do little kicks. This is kind of nice to have the leg wedge here because it just holds my knees in place. Good for this exercise. Again, you can do 10, 15, 30 repetitions on each side, whatever feels good. Then we're going to work up to the hips. Bring your knees towards your chest as much as you can. The higher up you are above your heart, the more it's going to help with circulation. Obviously, if you have some back or hip pain, this is uncomfortable, don't do this one. Or just go with what range of motion feels good for you. That's just some way to help get blood flow back up into your trunk and away from your legs.
Right, and I do want to emphasize, as Mike demonstrated, start with the ankles first, then work kicking the leg up, that's working the quads, and then the last one, knees to chest. That helps the fluid, the circulation go in the right direction. So specific order.
Now we're going to show you another variation if your bed happens to be close to a wall, or if you're comfortable getting on the floor and you have a wall space, you can do it there as well.
Right, this next demonstration is actually going to really take advantage of gravity, making things go a little better. All right, now this technique is, like Mike mentioned, you'll have your bed up against the wall or on the floor. I'm going to get your butt or your trunk closer to the wall and straighten your knees out. You will need socks, no shoes for this, and you'll see why in just a minute. So now we really have gravity working that blood flow, and that swelling, that fluid is going to go downwards towards the trunk, and that's the whole goal. Mike's going to talk about the exercises which can actually help with that and really give you a good, beneficial, additional help.
So get as close to the wall as comfortable. If you have tight hamstrings, getting closer might be a little uncomfortable. Find that good spot. Then you're going to simply start with the ankle pumps again. Try to keep your legs straight. Having socks is really beneficial because they can just slide on the wall like that. Again, do 10 to 30 repetitions, whichever comfortable. Now for the next one, you can't really kick up and down like this. You're actually going to use the wall, but we're not going to go way down because you're actually putting kind of a tourniquet effect here, bending your knees too much. So just stay around 90 degrees and then go up like this. Just kind of alternate. You're just kind of skiing on the wall, essentially. You can do 10 to 30 repetitions of this as long as it's comfortable. And the last one, we're going to start from a straight leg position again, and you're just going to do like the marches, bring your knee towards your chest. Obviously, I'm going more downhill, but having this much gravity and angle pulling is really going to help if you're comfortable in this position. Now, if you start to feel lightheaded, dizzy, or having issues with this is probably too extreme of a position. Simply go back to the pillow position like we showed earlier.
Right. And, as far as the exercises, if you don't tolerate that because you have joint problems or whatever it may be, just elevating them at this angle may be helpful enough. Again, only if you feel comfortable doing it. Otherwise, you do it with the pillows or the leg wedge. Nice work, Mike. Thank you.
I think I'm running up the wall.
Yeah.
Now, another inexpensive option that is no exercise required are compression socks. There are many different brands. They all work. They're all fine. Brad has one on his foot right here. What happens with these is there's typically more pressure in the foot region down here, and as it goes up the calf towards the knee, there is less pressure. You normally want one that will not go over your knee. That can be problematic for some people. You also don't want to curl it too much like Brad is showing here. It can cause a tourniquet effect, so you might have the circulation and swelling just stuck right here. Right. That's not good either. So make sure you get a good length. If you're concerned about these, maybe check with the doctor before. They can even give you specific numbers and ones to actually order.
Right. Now, the thing with these is you can use them with exercise or without. They're beneficial. As a matter of fact, healthy people who are active in running or other sports like that will wear them just because they offer better circulation and will deter sore muscles and that type of thing.
Yeah, they allow your calf muscle to relax a little bit.
Right. I know people who wear these at work who are on their feet a lot at work and they feel tiredness, some pain in their legs. Putting these on can help the circulation and remedy that as well.
Now, if you're new to them, they are a little tricky to put on at first. After a while, you'll figure it out because getting the foot part pulled over gets a little tight.
Right. They are compression socks for a reason. That's a good name for them. Okay, so let's talk about these high-tech compression garments. Or you put them on and they actually blow up like a balloon, and they put pressure on your legs and actually force fluid, blood flow, swelling up towards your trunk, which is the goal, and it is good. However, when you look them up on the internet, you'll find a lot of different varieties of them. For example, this, it blows up and it compresses around your ankle and your calf, and then there is an open section here, and then it compresses around your thigh. The problem with this is this can compress and actually form a tourniquet where there is no compression here. Let's explain this with this. Now you can see these are a full-length garment. Now this actually does a really nice job in the fact that it compresses in the foot first, then it compresses at the ankle, and then it compresses around the knee, and then the quad. So it pushes fluid and circulation the right direction. You would never want to have it compress here first, here and here, and actually push it towards the feet. So this, in my opinion, and the way we want to have fluid go, is a better option than this. So is this something that you would want to buy if you have circulation problems? Well, that's what we want to talk about in just a little bit more detail. All right, now, if you have swelling, if you have any problems, health problems, this is one of these things you need to understand. These can work for you. However, if you have any problems, for example, heart problems, pulmonary problems with your lungs, fragile skin, lymphedema or severe swelling, weeping in of your skin, kidney problems, history of a DVT or a blood clot, venous insufficiency. There's a lot of problems. If you have any one of those, you do not want to purchase these and use them unless you talk to your doctor and have them instructed by a professional. One of the biggest problems you can have is if these push too much fluid up into the trunk, your trunk and your heart and your lung system can get overloaded, and it can be a serious health problem. So again, if you want to use these and you do have problems, you're not a healthy person, then you're going to definitely want to talk to your doctor, have them do it, and actually what will happen is they'll have you go with a professional that knows how to use them and monitor, look at your diagnosis, and get you to use them safely and properly. They may not be for you in a lot of cases. Now, there is an instance where you do not have to see a doctor to use these, and that's if you're a very healthy person, you have good circulation, and you're probably athletic or do a lot of exercise, and you want to use them for recovery. So, for example, you've run 20 miles, your legs are sore, and then you want to help recover the sore muscles using these. Either one of them are good. Now, Mike is one of these people. He exercises a lot. He lifts weights. He's a marathon runner, and he does use these. Mike, do you want to talk to him about your experience?
Yes, oftentimes I would use them either later that day or the next day to recover a bit. They just help with circulation and blood flow. I just put them on, run them for 20 minutes, pick the cycle and the amount of pressure that works best for you. And yeah, they feel good. They're comfortable. I've never had any problems after using them. But yeah, definitely, if you're more active, you can just go out and try them out for yourself. If not, obviously get your doctor's advice. So today's product we're talking about is the Q2 massager. It comes in 3 color options. We have blue, black, and red. So this massage gun comes with 5 different heads Brad is holding there. We really like the air head, which is the cushioned one, because it can work well in bony areas, as well as the round head. The other heads are very good, but they're more for a specific trigger point area. And it also comes with this convenient carrying case where it can hold everything you need.
This has been one of our most popular massage guns. We've had it for about 3 years. It's small. It only weighs 1 pound. It's great for traveling with.
It has a 7mm amplitude, meaning how far into the muscle belly it can get, and a 32-pound stall force, which is pretty strong for a massage gun that only weighs 1 pound.
That's right. And the nice thing about it is the cost. You'll get these anywhere from $69, maybe plus or minus, depending on what you find on Amazon. It's a great device. You will not be unhappy with it.
It is also rechargeable. Simply plug it in. Typically takes 2 hours to charge and roughly lasts about 4 hours, depending upon how intense you have it.
There you go. Enjoy your massage gun. BobandBrad.com. You can get it there as well, I think. Can
Yes,
you? Yeah,
our
okay.
store section.
All right, so I hope we gave you some good advice on how to improve your leg circulation, and we cleared up questions that you have if you thought that maybe these types of device would be helpful for you. Mike, we do have one more thing to talk about.
If you want to check out more videos on how to improve your leg circulation, just click the video link on the screen.
Bob and Brad, the 2 most famous physical therapists on the internet.